Testing 1, 2, 3. Pat, this isn't the way I wanted to do things.
Yo, first of all, this is the dumbest beef in NBA history.
I hate we had to come to this. The tweet I sent out a few days ago, multiple days ago, I had already forgotten about. I'm gonna explain it on.
Before he explains the tweet, let me explain the tweet because I'm non-biased, so it's better to hear it from me. So there was this clip posted by Hoop Herald, and it said, "Honest question. Why do NBA players play so hard in random open gyms in the summer, but give no effort in the All-Star game with millions of people watching?" And this is an honest question because for the last 5 years or so, maybe longer than that, the All-Star game has been horrible. Like just lackluster, nobody's trying, and it's just lacked so much effort, it's hard to watch. And every year, the NBA and Adam Silver try to come up with another gimmick in order to make the game better and more exciting. When the reality of it is, the players just need to try a little bit harder. So this Hoop Herald account asked the question that we're all thinking. And Patrick Beverley decided to reply with this. Because All-Stars take the game for granted. Not one All-Star on the court. Good bump. And I'm not sure what good bump means. I mean, I think he's saying good game, but y'all let me know in the comments. But he's stating something that could actually be true. In these Summer League games, there isn't really All-Stars out there like that, or at least not in this clip. And so he thinks that these are the guys that are still grinding for their spot, working really hard on their game. They're not giving everything like the All-Stars are and the star players are. So this might be why they're still working really hard during Summer League. So in my mind, I don't see anything wrong with this comment. However, Trae Young took this opportunity to send a little slick jab. Relax, let us speak for ourselves. Like, what do you mean by that, Mr. Trae Young? I mean, I'm sure that's what happened in Patrick Beverley's mind. And so Patrick Beverley decided to reply in a very petty way.
I don't think he's one enough to even speak to me like that or tweet me like that. Like, he's been to the playoffs 3 times.
Okay.
Right? I've been to the playoffs 9.
9 is more than 3.
He's been in the NBA 7 years.
Right.
My first 7 years, I didn't miss the playoffs at all.
From the beginning already, like Pat, he's not talking about winning. He's talking about being an all-star. So already when somebody starts arguing about something else, you already know this is coming from a petty place, an emotional place. And I mean, Patrick Beverley has been known to be that guy on the court to try to get in your head, talk all kinds of nonsense, get you off your square. So he is arguing the way that one would think Patrick Beverley would argue.
In order for him to make 9, he would have to be in year 13, knock on wood, nothing injury happens, consecutively just to tie me of making the playoffs 9 times.
I mean, these are facts. So now we're just in this pettiness, the petty bucket, if you will. And I will say, Trae Young does have a chance. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks could make it in the playoffs this year. The East is wide open. The team is better. Zachary Risachet is going to be better. They got Dyson Daniels. They just added Kristaps Porzingis, Jalen Johnson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker's on the squad now. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks could win some games. They should win some games this season. And so making the playoffs, that is really possible. And I mean, you start here and continue the momentum. Who knows? Maybe Trae Young is able to get to those 9 playoff berths, Sir Patrick Beverley.
I've talked to people who played in Atlanta. They don't want to play there.
Why?
They don't think he's a good leader. They don't think he's a good teammate. This is not coming from me. This is coming from Joe Blow over here. And I ain't go tell who Joe Blow is, but it's like, come on, man.
Patrick Beverley does have a point here. I've said this in past videos. Trae Young is not a leader of a squad, and I don't think you can win a championship with Trae Young as your number 1 player. Again, he's in the petty bucket right now, so this is far from where we started talking about the All-Star game, but this is an accurate statement. I'm not shocked that other players have said these things. Yeah, I think this is accurate what he's saying here.
Trae, you can score all the points you want. You can make all the money you want. You can have all the leading assists you want. You can do all that. If you don't win, that shit won't matter. If you don't win, when you're retired, they're going to forget your name. Fast, too.
Jesus. Pat, bro, relax. They're going to forget your name real fast. Aggressive. He took that jab to heart. And Trae Young has a slick mouth. He's known to just be on the court talking mad shit to people. I'm not shocked that he decided to be slick here on X. But yo, Patrick Beverley, bro, you're kind of turning the knife a little bit right now.
So
He
I don't
hasn't hit it
even
every
think
year,
he
you're
has the
saying.
wiggle room to talk about. Or you not playing hard for an All-Star game. You're not like you're playing in the playoffs.
Oh, he's definitely turning the knife. That was rude, bro. But I mean, hey, if you're not playing in the playoffs, you might as well play hard in the All-Star game, right? Right?
No other All-Star said anything behind it except you.
So what do you think his point is?
I don't know. I
He's
think
just trying to put himself above you?
I think so. Like, let us speak. Like, what do you mean? Okay, well, let the who played in the playoffs more than 9 years speak to them.
Yeah, Patrick, that's what he was saying. Like, you ain't an all-star, so don't talk about this. You don't have a right to talk about this. That was his slick way of saying that.
And then the first word he used is relax. And I'm like, relax, you should be uncomfortable. You should be more uncomfortable. Why? That's the problem. You're too relaxed. 7 years, you made the playoffs 3 times. You're too relaxed. Get uncomfortable. Really get uncomfortable and lead your team to some more wins and playoff pushes. The game is better. The game needs that from you.
Patrick Beverley has a point, man. Like, you've been in the game 7 years, and I mean, it is a team sport, but you are the head of that snake. And like he's alluding to, a lot of Trae Young's stats are empty stats. He scores a lot of points, but he's not really efficient. He gets a ton of assists. He's a great passer, but he's a terrible defender. And I don't think it's enough for him to be the leader of a squad. And like Patrick Beverley was saying, you're too relaxed being looked at as an all-star player and getting all of these benefits of being an all-star player, you know, whether that's more money, the fame, and basically coddling you until your career ends. And that is a dangerous place to be in, because it's like you're already at that point where you're comfortable not getting beyond where you're at. I don't know if this is in Trae Young's mind, but maybe this little Twitter beef might jumpspark that rage inside him so that he really shows and proves this season. So maybe this clap back at Patrick Beverley might give Trae Young that jolt that he needs. Strength is not built through comfort. If you do a comfortable workout where you don't push yourself, you're not going to be stronger next week. You're going to stay the same, and eventually you're going to get weaker. Trae Young is a very, 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 very good player, but in order to be great, he has to be uncomfortable. But now, let's get into Trae Young's rebuttal. He clapped back to the clap back.
You averaged 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like, I'm really not even here to talk about my numbers, but here they are.
But of course, Trae, you're going to be petty and you don't know why you're doing it. You know why you're doing it, because you started this pettiness. Trae Young was one and done in college, straight into the league. Everybody was saying he's the next Steph Curry, which clearly he's not the next Steph Curry. But he was on the cover of Slam magazine. You know, he was a highly sought after recruit. Trae Young was drafted in the first round, pick 5 to the Dallas Mavericks. And then the Dallas Mavericks traded him for Luka Doncic, which, I mean, I'll let y'all figure out if that was a good choice or not. But yeah, like 24 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, 11.6 assists per game, 41.1 field goal percentage. And if we look at Patrick Beverley, spent some time in the G League, averaged 8.3 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, 3.4 assists per game, 41.3 field goal percentage. So, I mean, their paths to the league are completely different. They're on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to level of skill on offense. And so you can't compare the stats. You can't really compare them as players when it comes to that. However, Patrick Beverley is a grind type of guy, role player, defense, 3-and-D type of player. And he's a way better defender than Trae Young. So, I mean, depending on what your team needs, you might actually want a Patrick Beverley. But I digress. Let's hear a little more from Trae.
I was 19, about to be 20, going into my rookie season. Do you want to know your age going into your rookie season? You were 24, your first year in the NBA.
That was a jab for sure. But like I said, Patrick Beverley, he was the 42nd overall pick. So he was at the end, the bottom of the draft. And then he had to go through the G League process, get it out the mud, and make it onto a team, and then turn that into a long career. Most people do not make it out of the G League.
You've been on some teams with some big-time players. How about I go through a list of these guys? LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Ant-Man, Cat. And we're not even going to talk about how we celebrate play-in wins. I win play-in games on the road, and I'm ready to get to the playoffs. You win play-in games at home, and you standing on the scores table acting like it's a championship?
He took it there. He took it there.
And you can tell everybody, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Yo, Patrick Beverley was celebrating like he won a championship. Yeah, he definitely over-celebrated, and that is an NBA moment that will live on the internet forever. I swear I watch this clip at least once a year.
I promise you, anytime you was on the court with me, I was never scared of you. I was never scared of Patty Bev. And as you can tell, Patty don't scare me now.
Yeah, I wish I could see like Pat Bev guarding Trae Young right now. Maybe not right now because Pat Bev is a lot older too, but maybe like 3 years ago. That would settle this once and for all, man. Can you imagine? Like they had this little back and forth online, and then we got to see this play out when the season starts. Cinema.
And also, let me clarify my tweet for you, since you want to do it this way. Relax. Let us speak for ourselves. It's simply just that. Let us speak for ourselves. Some of us have different opinions than others. But if you have somebody who's a non-All-Star, who's never been to the All-Star game, never even had a chance, or even felt like he had a chance when he was playing in this league, say that the guys who are All-Stars take the game for granted when we playing. I can't speak for every All-Star that's been there. I can only speak for myself. And I just wanted to let you know that you need to relax.
Bro, Trae, relax. He's allowed to comment on the All-Star game. The All-Star game's been trashed for a very long time. You didn't have to stick your nose in this. Patrick Beverley is talking about something that everybody knows. That's why they're coming up with a new gimmick every single year to try to make people watch it. So I think Trae Young is out of bounds for that tweet. He probably should have left that one in the drafts. But he said what he said, and now we have some entertainment until the season starts.
I'm about to be 27. You're 37, my guy.
Trae, why are you being ageist, bro? You age shaming now?
I didn't want to be here to do this, but I'm giving you this as a gift for everything you meant to this game on the defensive end.
Yo, Trae Young can be petty, bro, on the defensive end. Because you know damn well he was not hired for no offense. Oh my gosh, this little beef is great, man. It's great for the offseason because, you know, we got about a month, maybe 3 weeks until the NBA season actually starts. So these little back and forths, they're entertaining and they're fun. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. You think Patrick Beverley was right, or you think Trae Young was right for getting at him? Which side are you on? Team Patty or Team Trae? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.
If you need tickets to a Hawks game, let me know.